Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatihah binti RAHMAN. Matric number is S52177. My supervisor is Associate Professor Dr. Abu Hena Mustafa Kamal. I'm going to present my review study. The title of my study is Little Production of Mangrove Abyssinia SPP. So this is my table of content. Consists of introduction, materials and methods, result, discussion, conclusion and references. So my introduction is what is mangrove. Mangrove is a diverse group of tropical species which are well adapted to a mesh environment. And other than that, mangrove also a forest that are scattered along the coastline and inundated regularly with seawater. And the peculiarity of its ecosystem makes salinity an important factor restricting the germination of propagules, seedling development, and mangrove reproduction. So, what is the importance of mangrove? Mangrove is important as a nursery area for most of the larval species because at mangrove ecosystem there are many nutrient contents from the lithophile production. So, other than that, mangrove also important to determine the status of nutrient cycling and forest health based on lithophile. So, what is lithophile? Lithophile is the process of the plants cut into small pieces by itself, and it provides nutrient to the organism through the lithophile production, where the mangrove vegetation promotes the food web. Uh, Other than that, lithophile also the main pathway to increase nutrients within the ecosystem. So Abyssinia spp is from the phylum Plantae, family Abyssiniaceae, genus Abyssinia, and species Abyssinia spp. So the morphology based on the mangrove guidebook of Malaysia. Abyssinia alba has a long pointed leaves, glossy green color on top and very pale whitish under surface. Next, Abyssinia lanata have leaves that are rounded in shape and has no pointed tip. And Abyssinia marina have leaves with salt glands, salt crystal form on upper surface of leaves to exclude excessive salt. And finally, the Abyssinia officinalis have rounded leaf tip and leaves shaped slightly elongated. This species is the most widely distributed worldwide, and this is the mechanism on how the lithophile contribute the nutrients to the coastal environment. So, my problem statement is lithophile depends on geographical location, latitude, seasons, climate zone, and environmental factors such as salinity, temperature, and wind. So, this is the world map based on the climate zone. So, my significance of the study is the contribution of the lithophile towards the mangrove ecosystem will be documented, and at which condition lithophile production higher will be known. So, my objective is to review the lithophile production based on geographical location, latitude, seasons, which is wet or dry season, climate zone, and environmental factors. So, previous studies, researchers used little bag of pots and trap to collect the samples and for further studies at the laboratory. So, this is the materials and methods in terms of the collection of paper. I collect my paper from ResearchGate, Google Scholar, and Science Direct by using the keywords lithophile, Abyssinia spp, seasonal, latitude, and climate zone. After that, I arrange the paper and reject the same paper and list all the references to make me is for results later. This is my results and discussion. This is the table which is the contribution of Abyssinia SPP at Southeast Asia. I got this from Wim G et al., which is the guidebook of mangrove in Southeast Asia. So, as we can see, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and Philippines have the highest distribution of Abyssinia SPP, while Brunei and Timor-Leste have the least distribution of Abyssinia SPP. So, this is the zonation of the mangrove with the list of Abyssinia SPP. So there are, as we can see, there are two zones, which is exposed mangrove and central mangrove. So exposed mangrove occur on the seaward side of mangrove belts and inundated by medium high tides. So central zone can be divided into two, which is the zone more to seaward facing zone or more to landward facing zone. So most of the Abyssinian SPP at Southeast Asia countries tend to dominate at exposed mangrove zones. So this is the zonation of mangrove vegetation of Kerala that I got from Sri Lakshi et al. 2018. There are two zonation, which is at North Kerala, Middle Kerala, and South Kerala. So this is the annual Abyssinian SPP litter production that I get from the others paper. Consists of tropical, subtropical, and arid. As you can see, tropical has the highest range of annual Abyssinian SPP litter production, which is 1,771 up to 5,180 gram per meter per year. Next, this is the litter fall production of Abyssinia SPP leaves that consists of the name of the species, location, latitude, which month the leaves is higher, and the percentage of litter fall, dry weight of the litter fall, which is leaves, and this is the references. So this is the litter fall production based on seasons, which is wet or dry season, and the latitude of the study sites from the previous study. So my discussion, this is the discussion. Lower litter production is observed at higher latitude, which is subtropical region, and it increased linearly with decreasing latitude, which is tropical region. I get this from M. Hossein and Fazlul, 2008. Next, as we can see, southern Brazil, we can see from the result, southern Brazil produced 97% up to 100% leaves litter fall compared to Middle Harbour, Sydney, which is 79% of leaves litter fall. Other than that, we can see that range of annual litter production is higher at tropical region compared to the other region, which is 1,771 up to 5,180 gram per meter per year. So this is due to the environmental factor such as wind, temperature, and rainfall. Other than that, the overall litter production also differed with season and affected by the local climate of each country. So my conclusion is the higher the latitude, the lower the litter production. And next, litter fall production was influenced by the geographical location, latitude, season, climate zone, and several environmental factors such as salinity, temperature, and wind. So lastly, litter fall production are higher in intertidal creek area. So this is my references. So with that, thank you. That's all.